My signal strength went way down for a minute there, and I'm not really sure why. Hopefully it's working now. Alright, why did it have trouble with that one before? And this one didn't download either. Maybe I just missed it. Alright, well, hopefully that'll be good. Alright, officially 2 p.m. I've fussed with things. I don't know if anyone is actually there right now. As far as I recall, we left off after looking through shards, which puts Simon's Dungeon as the next one, by Henry, also known as Doom. Beethro has been hired to clean Simon's Dungeon. The reward is huge, but so is the dungeon. Alright. This should be easy. Simon told me, he has seen only roaches around here. Alright. Yeah, this looks not terribly easy, but I got a first place somehow. How did I get a first place? I guess I left the entrance very quickly. Looks to me like I'll have to come to this room from another side. So that would make this room over to the west the first one, really. Alright, so looks to me like I probably want the roaches in those positions. Okay, back swiping. Cool. I guess back swiping is all there is to this room. Alright. I can take it. Just putting in something to ask. I have reason to believe that everything is working right, but you never know. Okay. Why was that roach there? I don't know. I guess I need to pull that roach out first. Okay. Then we kind of want to trap him there. And get rid of this guy. And do exactly the same thing as before. Simple. Excuse me. Alright, this is an exit path from this room. And that orb exists to let you go back, I guess. Yep. I don't know why that orb is configured in this way in particular. That's sort of weird. This room is optional and also looks like a nightmare. I wonder what this scroll says. Note from Simon. You don't have to clear this room. I've installed automatic flamethrowers to this room. I'll activate them, when you leave the dungeon. That doesn't mean, you can't try it by yourself. It could just be tedious. I'm very inclined to let the auto flamethrowers do their job. Hello. This here is Simon's Dungeon by Henri, aka Doom. I did a couple of fairly simple rooms already. Okay, that's what I thought. So here it's a simple orb timing type thing. And then you can come over here, hit the orb, and wake those out. And then just come back down and redo it for this guy. Simple enough. Bunch of cracked walls all over the place here. Well, it looks like a cracked wall path leads straight over to the east of these roaches, so at least I can see it and it's not all secret walls, because that would be really obnoxious. Maybe this was made in AE before they had secret walls, in which case that's also fine. Oh. I misread that, but I know I'm not misreading this. Alright, now I can just walk all the way back out of this passage here and go finish the roaches off. This is not the way out. Yeah. Although these passages are pretty long, and there is a little bit of, oh, does this one or does that one lead the right way? Oh, see? Thought that was a cracked wall, but in fact I was supposed to go this way. Alright. What do we have here? Okay. So this is mostly just patiently cleaning them out, I guess. Maybe I should run west? No, that's a bad idea. I feel like backswiping should be involved in the answer to this problem, but I'm not exactly sure how. Oh, there we go. Okay. You just need their move orders to be really convenient, I guess. And then the last four come along really easily. Alright. Here I can just swipe them one at a time. This is probably much more interesting to try to optimize than it is just to solve. Because optimizing means being a lot less patient. A lot less of waiting around for the roach to just come. Is this orb puzzles? Oh boy. Hello. This is orb puzzle. Looks like these three are the only ones that interact with that. So the goal, this is Simon's Dungeon by Henri, aka Doom. So I guess I need to get those two exactly to be the ones that are shut. Oh, okay. That's relatively nice. Let's see the next one. Oof. I have no idea. Let's just hit everything except the toggler. And then in the other order. Alright, so this one's going to be less nice than the last one. That's it. Then I have to go to the other side and do something. Hope I didn't wreck it just by slamming into them. Alright, here the middle two are toggleable. Oh, there we go. I might as well do the right one. The east one now. Okay, none of these only toggle, but this one opens the outer ones, so... Oh, never mind. This is much easier. I don't have to do anything big or fancy here. I just need the roach to come along. Possibly. That's almost right, except that the roach is in the wrong part of it. Alright, I'm not too sure about that. Oh, there we go. If I could just open that with the roach below, that'd be good. Oh, duh, I just need to double toggle this, and then we're good. Alright. Then we can do our victory lap. And the orb puzzle is done. Ugh. Note from Simon, I built these doors with some kind of logic in mind. Unfortunately, I've forgotten what it is, but I'm sure that you'll find it out. Oh. Well, okay. I think this is literally just push the buttons in the right order, which is somewhat invalidated by the fact that, oh no, never mind. These all just close random things. And I'm supposed to know what order to do them in, I guess. I guess I should look for whichever one doesn't close anything and hit those first. Still, being able to click the orbs is a good utility for this nonsense here. Alright, so that one only closes what I've already used. This one closes what I've already used. Oh, I see what the... Okay. This is not as bad as it looks. Because you literally just go to the orb that matches the door you just opened. And that's all there is to it. Okay. That's kind of neat. It just also threatens to be excruciating. So this is put the roaches in the pockets and then open the doors, I presume. So I'm going to put all the roaches I can into the pockets. There's even nice force arrows to help me do it. Okay. And then up here. Oop. Well, let's see. This opens that and those. Oh. I probably need to avoid putting anything in the bottom pocket until after this is open. Yeah, okay. And that's kind of the thing about this room, I guess. So that means I should not go all the way to the bottom. Just try to avoid letting any roaches into the southmost pocket. I'd really like those two to not be like that, but that's fine. Let's just start putting things in here instead. Eventually I'll clear enough to where I don't need to worry about anybody getting stuck in the area I don't want them. Yeah, that's a lot better. Okay, And now I just want to shuffle that so that one more roach can go in, like so. I can go around to the right and pull everybody remaining into this last pocket here, and leave the south pocket completely open to be used. Huh, there's even like 2 roaches worth of leeway here. Oh, never mind. I found the 2 roaches. I gotta put these guys. So there's no leeway, but there's literally just one trick to it. Once you understand what it is it wants you to do, it's not that difficult. What happened over there? Oh yeah, that's... sorry. I got confused. I thought somehow I had let some of the roaches already trapped in pockets out, when it turns out that was just the ones that I already knew were going to exit differently. Usually pocket the roaches and then let them out, don't let you into the pockets yourself. So this is kind of nice that it does in that regard. Now I just need to get everybody into this pocket, which is going to be a little bit tedious, but fine. Just need to dance each individual roach onto the force arrow and then walk it inside until they're done. Alright. Now I can push the button and get the last of them. Okay. Not really a great puzzle, I would say, but serviceable maybe? What's to the south from here? Huh. Looks like there's some amount of pull the roach to the place and then you can do the thing here. So we want to pull that roach over there and then hit this orb. Next I can pull the other roach over there and hit that orb. And then this orb. I see a place where I'm supposed to break some broken walls, perhaps. This looks kind of suspicious with the spacing here, but maybe not. Oh, there we go. That's what's different. Yeah, okay. I misread this, but this orb was not as far in as any of the others, which meant I could do that. And then here you use the broken wall to go that way and bring him along. Not bad. It's like the first half establishes a pattern, the second half asks you to recreate the pattern in a neat way. Pretty good. Note from Simon, I constructed this room with inspiration I gained by visiting Tim's dungeon. It's called Simplicity. Okay. Is it simplicity in that I only have the control over 2 orbs? Seems like it. Why is he still... Alright, I guess I need to... Alright, I want to block that off a little earlier. Okay. First thing, block that. Then I can start toggling. Bring both of them in there. Oh, can I not open that? Why does that only close that? Okay. I guess I misunderstood something. Alright, maybe I'm supposed to do this. This kind of works. Alright. And then... oh. then pull them in. Okay. I'm probably going to forget about this when I actually get to Tim's dungeon. But I guess if I vaguely recognize it, something in that room, in that hold, I will know why. Perhaps, or somewhat. This will be why. I don't know that I'll know why. Note from Simon, I always had difficulties to remember which orb opens and closes doors, so I made all orbs in this door toggleable. The orb in the corner controls all doors in the room. But you made all the orbs in this door? There are no orbs in the door. What? Oh, this looks heinous. I don't want to touch this. Like, what even? Look at all this. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna skip this room. This looks more palatable. So this one, gonna make me a little alcove and be perfectly safe. Yeah. Hooray for using broken walls as a puzzle element. I bet this opens the way north and out in general, really. Okay. Finally, I can clear the room just north of the entrance. Let's see if I can get a high score here. First place. Alright. I knew I could optimize that because it looks really easy to optimize. Okay. What are we seeing here? Interesting. Maybe I should try going up this way instead. Reorganize them a bit. Yeah, okay. Weird little beginning. Now what's this? Okay, these both toggle. So, yeah, everyone should be nice and... Oops. So what do I want to do with this? Maybe... Yeah, there we go. I don't know what was up with that, but whatever. And then clearing this room, oops, lets me go hit that orb, which, okay, that just lets you cross, so I'm not worried about that. Here we have a bunch of broken wall. This will open the way for those roaches. So the goal is purely to prevent them from getting stuck in these arrow traps, I think. I guess I'll try to avoid giving them any path to the arrow traps at all. It's fine to cut something behind them because they're just gonna not hit it anyway, so I don't care about that. And I should be able to just carve out something similar on the other side, provided I can bomb maze my way back to the north, or south rather. Alright. This is a little more complicated looking. Let's see. Yeah, I can't, alright. Here I need to take advantage of the fact that, again, I can be behind the roach. Or, I can cut a path behind the roach, no problem, if that makes any sense. I'm imagining a roach that's chasing me being way north, going through this. Anything that's to the south of them, they will never step towards, so I don't need to worry about it. It's only things that would wind up being north of them that I need to worry about. Also, I didn't need to walk all the way back through this. I should have gone north. Now I can go past the arrow. The other guy is never going to step on an arrow, so I'm going to concern myself with this one and do him afterward. Because if I was really incautious, I might be able to make him make that east guy step somewhere I don't want him to. But this one is straightforward. Okay. I'd say that's the beginning of a good puzzle idea, but not really a completely done good puzzle idea, if that makes any sense. I feel like you could readily make that more, I don't know, extreme or intense or whatever the right word is. Difficult, maybe. You could require a little more of the player in some sense. Okay. This is pretty straightforward. How about this? This section is just seemingly all about finding ways to not get caught with two roaches in the diagonals as you cross a corner. This is 100% dealing with that situation, preventing that situation from happening. Here, I think this is how we do it. This. And then I just go this way. Huh, that previous part didn't feel as connected to the theme as before. Is that a timer to the north of me? I think it is. I'm not totally sure. It looks like some kind of timer. So this is asking me to hit that orb as quickly as possible. Okay. Too late. Need to do that quicker somehow. I don't know. How do I do this faster? Oh. Interesting. I don't know if that actually make things better. It might. Yeah, okay. It might have just been because I was able to turn my sword while everything was paused, but there was a point at which that was doable. At which that bought me the extra, like, 2 turns I needed. Alright. To the north. Okay, this is maybe rearranging the roaches is the goal. Yeah, make it possible to get out. I probably needed to rearrange more than just this box. Although I'm not sure I have that option. Maybe I should try pulling them north instead of south. Why don't I just walk here? Yeah, so clearing it where I could run south turned out to be the idea. Although I didn't realize why at the time. Oh, it's a triple roach maze or something. Probably. Yep. So we don't want that guy to get stuck, so I'll have to put him in this pocket, I guess. And... I'm not sure how to get around to the other side. Well, if I let him stay at that corner, then I can at least go north a little bit, probably. and then hit him there. Is this helpful? I guess then that the North Roach is in a different place from before. So I might be able to spin him to somewhere useful. No, this is where he was before, wasn't it? Maybe now I can go around without breaking anything. If I just wait there. Yeah, this should work. Maybe. Yeah, okay. Then I can kill him, and he was obstructing the other two a little bit. Now I can just do one of these two, probably. It looks like the west one is probably the best bet to start with, because the other guy really doesn't care about most of what I do to lure this one. Yep. And then the last one. This is a neat kind of entangled conditions idea. And maybe it could be made more exciting, but I think it's still a pretty solid room. What is this? Okay, that opens that and closes those. Okay, these are straightforward connections. So is this effectively another roach maze? Another multi-roach maze? I think it is. So what I can probably do is just open one roach up at open one kind of door up at a time and do as few roaches as possible at a time. I think I want... Does anyone else connect to either of these two exits? Someone's going to have to go a long way around, but I think this guy is best served going here. Alright, now since I've already freed... Is that a force arrow? Dang it. Okay. I guess I can't start exactly like that. I'm going to have to deal with this guy and therefore with that guy. So let's just do these two first. Well... It seems like it's impossible to make progress without releasing more roaches or trapping somebody. Okay, that middle area is a complete trap and there's no way to use that. There's no way to make that good, so we don't want to open that. So one of these three at least needs to go through this door. But that makes it necessary for me to pull this fourth guy into existence as well. And now I'm stuck, so I can't do that. No, there's kind of 3 exits from this area, but I'm gonna have a 4th guy coming if I do it this. So maybe no, I can only put one roach in each box, so at least one of these guys needs to go a different way. So maybe... I guess I have to put all 3 of them in this way. I don't know. This is tough. I feel like if I knew which one to start with, I'd be in better shape. Because all of them kind of... Maybe this one will be promising, because I can pull him along pretty far before I need somebody else to be awake. Need to let somebody else out, I mean. Maybe I can even keep that one behind him happy. Yeah, that's a lot better. Now, I can push this one through the same route mostly and just have him exit somewhere different before I really need to let anyone else out. That should work a lot better. I'm thinking I'd really like for the two that start out the eastmost to exit toward the east exits. So let's try to put this guy in one of the westmost exits, which should be pretty doable. Yeah, I can just let him all the way through, then pull this one along. Easy. And now it's just these two, and I know exactly where I want these two to go. And I probably don't even need to worry about closing very many doors at this point, apart from not letting him get stuck. Oh, yeah, we wanted to go all the way east here. So just let him through. Hopefully this will work. Yeah. The last roach then can go right here. Alright. Another kind of nice tide constraints kind of thing. A lot of the western roaches block the eastern ones from being really doable at first without some problems. What is this? Okay, this just opens everything up, so... Simple horde. I'm just gonna run into one of these boxes and try to hide. And that should be enough. Maybe not. I feel like I should be able to do it this way somehow. Oh yeah, there we go. Just need to think of it a little differently, probably. Maybe there's a better way to make that same maneuver? A better location, I mean? Okay, no, that doesn't work. What about south from here? This almost kind of works. If I could just have one of them on one of the sides, I could easily make this work. Is there a way to run farther before I get stuck? I don't think so. This only opens them. There has to be some way out the architect found. I wonder what it could be. thought I always got 3 if I went north and 2 if I went south. So I'm wondering why the numbers are different now. Maybe I'm just mistaken and there's only one place where I get 2 if I go south? In which case that would appear to be key. Perhaps. Although I don't really know how to take advantage of there being 2 rather than being 1. There's just always a mountain of roaches waiting to be directly in my way, even once I exit the area. Okay, if I go north there is no way to get out. Aha! I knew there must be something. Okay. Well, this looks like a thing. Yeah, we just get roaches from all sides if we enter this box. My inclination is to leave this way and go running. So that can't be the right way to run here. Maybe I need to have my sword facing a different way somehow? I don't know. That doesn't really seem plausible. I guess I just needed to turn it that way at that point, probably. Alright, so now I'm supposed to use these closed doors somehow. I'm facing completely the wrong direction to take advantage of them, though. And that direction is one that I was forced to face here. There. Okay then. One of those wonderful rooms where you run away from a roach the entire room. And what could this be? This is something. This is run around, lure the roaches, run around, lure the roaches, toggle each time. I don't feel like much doing that. I think there's only one room I haven't seen, and it's to the west of there. I'm gonna check that out. Thankfully I'm allowed to just leave here. I guess this weird orb setup is designed so that the player who wanders around that way and enters this room from the west first can't just cheese the room by doing so. Because there was originally a roach on this force arrow that orb closes off. I'm still not sure why this orb toggles that door though, because that's not necessary for that particular leak prevention, but who knows. Oh boy, what is this? Okay, these are... This is, you may only use the orbs so many times while in each section, I guess. And eventually I'm supposed to press that after I get the roach out of the maze. So this is a kind of a limited use orb thing, in which case I should probably get as much use as possible and not try to stick the roach in every single trap. Okay, then I think I can skip the next trap. Am I even... Can I reach that one? No. If I could reach that orb in time, I could actually use the trap northeast of him, but I guess it doesn't matter because either way I can skip it. Maybe I can take advantage of something to not actually count this for him to the north. Yeah, that works. Okay, and then I just need to pull it this way. Do I even need to trap? I don't need to use another trap, so we are perfect. This is exactly as many as I was supposed to use. And that includes standing carefully in this position to not spend that too many times. Very nice. Okay. Well, it wasn't kidding about this being a giant hold if this is what level 1 is like and the other ones are comparable. Where even is the exit to the level? I guess this probably leads to it somehow. There's a blue door, and then there are orbs that do something. Oh, yeah, okay. This is where the stairs are, and the blue door leads straight to it. Alright. Very nice, but I don't feel like trying to do the remaining rooms in that level. And it's been like 40 minutes anyway, so... Oh, hey, it's Simplicity, which I think is what that room was referring to. So, this is by Tim. It's a small, roaches-only hold. 44 roaches in 10 rooms. How hard can it be? Well, we start with a roach behind my back, of course. Oh. Okay. That was nothing. I even got a first place tie. What does the scroll say? The author of this hole wants to thank all the playtesters, especially Agarcus5, Scott, V. Ampere, Demono, and Swan88. Maybe that's supposed to be Vampire, but the A was capitalized and it looked like there was a space between. Okay. What is the deal with the roach that's to the far north? How do I not let him get trapped? Or I guess... The design of the way that the green... The way the green doors are organized looks to me like I could actually complete this room even if I trap myself in one of these boxes. So probably I just need to go around and do that. And then I should be able to leave. Maybe not.
Hey, that was in Connecticut. It might not work in Mississippi.
Oh, but I can put these guys on these force arrows and then be able to leave. Okay. Okay, what is this? Does this just let them through the doors? Looks like it. Wait, what does this one do?
J-Bud.
There we go. Just had to figure out what sequence of moves to make. Well, that sounds really stupid. You know what I mean. Had to figure out whether to turn or move, and in particular ways, especially toward the end of that. Looks like once east, I need to get through here. Interesting that this room is apparently optional, because it gave me exit level, and there is no way in which the green door of this room is preventing me from progressing. Or I guess more accurately, there's a choice between whether I want to do this room or one north, but then I must do this room. So that's neat. Kind of an open design idea. Okay, this is one where you can toggle it twice. Is that useful? I'm not sure. It's probably not necessary, right? It might not be. I'm just not sure how closing those would actually help. Maybe. There's always one that's like right behind me by the time that I've got all the rest of them dead. I'm sorely tempted to try to use the orb for safety, but it's hard to say how to use it here. If I could have room to turn my sword one more time after doing this, then I would be fine. But there's no way to get that space. Aha! Okay, we did need to close the doors again. That's what the whole key was. Right, so if my understanding of the layout is correct, I had a choice between doing that room and this one to reach the next room afterward. And this room looks like a roach maze of some description. Alright. Looks like I'm gonna have to... Alright, there are no permanent traps that roaches can't get out of. The goal here is just to pocket roaches into these places. So I think I should do the one that can carry 4 roaches earliest? First? Oh, well, that's an irritating placement of orb. All the way up there, huh? Maybe if I stack enough roaches behind them, I can keep all 4 in there. Because there are only 6 spaces that are not directly on top of doors. So at some point, some of the roaches, like at least 2 of the roaches, have to be pulled out from directly on top of a door. And my intuition is that I should be trying to... Oops. I should be trying to block roaches with roaches. What does this do? Yeah, it doesn't do anything right now. it's just going to be a pain to get very many of them to stick around in that part of the room. Because as soon as I start trying to pull them out to where I need them, all the rest are just going to scatter all over the place. Is any of these oriented close to where its button is? No, of course, they're all upside down. All of these are on the wrong sides. I have no idea how to use that. And the only thing they do is close it permanently and open the other side. How is this supposed to work? At least one of them has to be possible to keep a roach in by itself. Yeah, it was probably referring to simplicity, because the scroll mentioned simplicity. I don't... How is this supposed to be possible? Because at some point, I need a roach to actually be staying in the right place. The scroll was like, oh, this is inspired by Tim's dungeon. I call it simplicity, or something like that. I guess 3 roaches might be able to hold 2 of them in here. If I come around to the other side like so, then I'll at least maximize how many I'm getting out that way. My impression, because of the way that the orbs are on the wrong sides, is that I should expect to hang 2 roaches right here. Which essentially means that since there are 8 roaches and 4 exits, there should be 2 roaches coming out of each exit. And I need to use extra roaches at all 3 of the other exits to hold a roach in place for this one. Okay, hang on. I only needed 1 extra roach for the west exit, so maybe I started on the wrong exit. And I should try, like, the east exit, which looks to be the most convoluted one, first. Because I'll have as many roaches as possible then to try to hold that open. Hold them in place there. And then do the north one, which has a little bit of extra passage that needs to be filled with roaches. But the first and most annoying part, is going to be walking all the roaches into that area in the first place. It seems like there are kind of hooks and things here to encourage them to stay once they get in there. I don't like where this orb is, because it's kind of directly in the path I want to take as I'm guiding the roaches around. And I have to constantly be stepping around it and trying not to activate it. I think this is alright in concept, it's just that it kind of takes forever to do what you need to do, even if you basically understand what needs to be done. Like now I've got all but 1 of the roaches, and I have to ferry the very last one all the way around. And that's going to unravel all of the other ones and require me to do even more moving around, shuffling around to get everything back into place where it was before, plus the extra roach. What do you mean? All of the orbs both close and open the door opposite themselves. So yes, I have to do the orbs one by one. Or I'm not sure what you mean by the question. Right, so I think... yeah, there's exactly enough roaches to maybe hold two in place like so. Now do I go around north? Yeah, okay, this will work. And then I can kill 2 roaches. Alright, now I have to do the north one because that's the next longest passage thing. And then the west one only requires 1 extra roach to deal with. Oh, I thought I was moving north, but there was an orb directly in my way. I almost wish there was a way I could push a different button to hit the orbs. Like a different keyboard key to hit the orbs so that they weren't, and not have them physically in the way. Because I'm not looking at Beethro right now. I'm looking at the roaches that I'm trying to guide all over the place. So when Beethro just bumps into an orb because I happen to be in the wrong row or column, sometimes it's hard to even notice. Yeah, that'll work. So now I should be able to go around to the east, hit the orb that's to the south, come back around to the east, and kill 2 roaches. This is a lot of work to kill a pair of roaches at a time. And then for this one, I only need 3 roaches. And then I can just run. That orb is fine. Hit this. Bring those 2 out. And finally, the south hook has very conveniently placed walls to just carry the 2 roaches out. All I have to do is get them there. I kind of think it would be cool to make some kind of custom element that like starts out as a clone or mimic type thing that you can control, and then turns into roaches you have to kill after you hit a button or something, and can... I guess what I'm thinking about is technically just a mimic roach swap token. You could probably make an interesting room like this using something like that, so that you had full control over something that you then needed to turn into a roach in order to try to kill it afterward. I don't know. So if I drop the trapdoors, this opens these up, which I don't know what the purpose of that would be. This is entirely just pulling 4 roaches around to the right place to kill them. I guess I'll see what happens if I just drop all the trapdoors now, because I'm not totally sure what the concept here is. Okay, I think maybe it's that toggles that. So maybe the idea is that I can actually just pull 1 roach at a time out of these boxes, kinda, and try to move them. I'm just not sure how that orb is supposed to be useful. Like, no matter what, if I'm pulling a roach along, I'm gonna be here if I'm pulling a roach along from the North Passage. If I could be to the east of roaches that were moving north here, and then hit the orb, which is to the west of here, then maybe something good. I don't understand this room. I think that's the best way to describe what's going on. Well, I can pull them all back to the corner, and then to that corner. This is probably not good. I need somewhere else to pin them. Hang on. Okay, this toggles that also. So maybe I should only let one roach out at a time and try to somehow use that. Yeah, okay. So the first roach can come out like that. And then this time, I kind of have to let them all out. Yeah, I don't... Maybe doing that helps somehow? I don't get this. I can pull one roach along easily, but there is no way to do the other three like that. There isn't even any way to pull them around that doesn't get them stuck on a force arrow, much less make use of that really far out of the way orb to help. I feel like this weird corner trap here is supposed to be helpful somehow, but I don't know how. I don't see it. I don't know what this is about. I can't help but feel that it maybe defeats the purpose of the slight open-endedness when you make a weird room like this one of the choke points. Maybe? Yeah, I guess I could pull them into a slightly better position like that. And then if I double toggle this, that'll allow me to bring one more out. The problem is I can't do that again, so no matter what, I'm stuck with two roaches next time. And I kind of need that to stay open. So, I don't know, maybe I should run this way and hit that for some reason. I mean, this orb has to be needed for something, right? Maybe pull them this way. And then... I don't get it. Well, okay. I can draw one more roach through the same way as before by waiting on the trap door. And then it's just one roach that I don't know how to deal with. There has to be something I can do about this one. I'm still completely lost how that door to the west is supposed to even be marginally useful. Because there is basically no way. Like, vertical preference seems to ensure that the roaches will always be going north out of here. But nothing can go on the outside, that's the whole problem, right? Because the outside includes these force arrow traps that I can't navigate. Maybe I misunderstood outside. Okay, yeah, one of them could be pulled. Alright. Let's try that. Can I run up far quickly enough? No. But since that door is shut, I can actually go a long way around and pull him. Why? Okay. That being the case, I can see absolutely no purpose whatsoever to that other orb. So either this is unintended or that's some kind of weird red herring. Because now I can just do with this guy what I did before, wait around on top of the trapdoor so that he leaves. It's just weird. Very weird. I feel like I may have broken it somewhat, or this orb is useless. Intentionally so. Who knows. Let's see, we have an hourglass looking room and a square. This is visually appealing, so I'm going to try this room. Looks like this, the idea here is to set up something that will be safe and then hit the orb. So my thought is to do something like this. Maybe a little bit less there. Oh no, he's gonna hit the corner anyway. So just walk a little better. Ah, that almost works. What I needed was there to be less, like one less guy coming from the north, maybe. Yeah, there we go. And then I just have to clean up all the trapdoors. Because we didn't want to just put green doors on the outside. It's not that huge a complaint. It's just the trapdooring is a little bit trivial. It's not likely that the player is going to ever manage to arrange trapdoors in a way that makes that impossible. Oh wow, this has lots of traps. So this appears to have the trick that I thought was present back in the entrance. Or was it the entrance? No, it was one north. So here it looks like the idea is to get just one of the roaches trapped, and then you can walk into the trap with it. Given his placement, I would say that the northeast orb is the one you have to trap here. So the other ones have all got to be free, which expressly requires that I enter from the west. Thankfully, that's perfectly amenable. And there we go. Okay, let's check the hourglass room. Man, this pathway continues quite a lot. So, what is the goal here? Looks like it's just carry each roach down a path into its appropriate box. So like this roach can go straight into the box due south of him, easy. This roach has to go east. This roach has to also go east. So I would guess this roach is some kind of trick question because you can't actually get him all the way over there. But I can stick him here. Do these toggle or what? What does this do? Okay, that closes them. Let's see if I can do some trickery here. Because the orbs that are down here, reopen those. Then maybe hit that and bring him over. I might wind up freeing the other guy back, so though. Yeah, but that's okay too, because it's easier to open that door, I think. Maybe not. Just carry them both over there. Maybe I should start with that one. Or no, this one. Or I should try to swap these two or something. Well, no, if I can just put both of those there, now I don't have to worry about letting anyone else out. Yeah, I think this will be better, perhaps. Or actually... That's the northmost one that comes with this guy. And the next one down is that one. So I have to open something on the west side for him. So I guess it better be this one. Then I can carry both of them over here, maybe. Do I need to juggle their move orders a bit? No, I should just put them both up here. Then I can bring them down there. There we go. Now open this, pull one out and put him in here, and then I can just put the last guy in kind of the lowest. Put him in this pocket, and then over, maybe try to reorganize this so that that one's equal to that one, so that's going to be annoying. I guess I'll have to do something else. Maybe pull everybody up to this diagonal and then start restacking them. I don't know. I feel like there's something where I need to consider what like the highest and lowest boxes are, the northmost and southmost ones, and take advantage of that somehow. I'm just not exactly sure how to do that. Essentially, the less buttons I have to press before having the one with a really distant box filled, the better. And I have to push at least 2 of them, I think. But what if what if I just press this and try to pull him around to it? So I will... Yeah, no, that's right. The problem is that there needs to be a box somewhere on the south side he can sit inside of briefly so I can go around to the west. So I guess it had better be that one. Because now I can pull both of these up here, then in there. And then it should be very easy to only pull one of them out there and put him in. Okay, we're good. That is it. Now I can do it as though it were the puzzle it looked like to begin with, which is very simple. Done. You just close the doors. How did I do this? Didn't I do this before and there was no problem? What the heck? Once again, it's that one that's being a problem. Maybe I'm just supposed to stick this guy at the corner. And then open the doors and let everybody out. Pull him a little farther down, maybe. He's just gonna get stuck in there. Okay, hang on. There is apparently no reason... Oh, never mind. Okay, I remember what the problem was. I was gonna say, it doesn't look like there's any reason I can't just hit this orb first, but there is a problem with that also. Well, now it's only this guy stuck. So maybe... Is he gonna stay there? Okay, he can come off of that, but later. As long as I don't go to the east of where he is, he'll be able to diagonal himself off of that. By which I meant northwest, not east. I don't know why I said east. Maybe pull him this side. That's the one. Okay, so he can escape that diagonal. But I should be able to pull everybody to a good position even if he does that. There we go. Oh. This is like change exactly one thing of a straightforward room and make it ridiculously difficult. Force arrow here. We might be approaching the end of the area. The end of the level, I mean. Oh, wait. The heck? So there's a force arrow here pointing north, but I can't actually go north here, because this, as it turns out, is the last room of the hold. Here's the exit. And so you left the hold unharmed. Well done, fella. How many new tricks did you learn? This is my very first hold. If you enjoyed this hold, I would be very happy if you let me know by voting for it or leaving a message, blah, blah, blah. Thank you for playing and completing this hold. This is a great hold for a first one, I would say. A lot of really interesting ideas. Including not being a giant mess. Or to maybe put what I mean a little better, that does not feel like someone's first hold. That feels like someone who knows how things work, who's going for compact, like, conceptual puzzles instead of just, I'm just going to throw a bunch of roaches in a room. Does that make any sense? Whatever. 6 times 6 by Jut. 36 puzzles. I almost guarantee I won't finish all of them. Part 1, the sequence of events that pulls you in. This hold uses the custom styles Basalt, Sandstone, and Garden. Garden's a custom style? I thought that was... no, I'm thinking of Greenhouse. Never mind. Thanks to the following people who helped test this hold: MX Vladi, Disoriented, Red 13, and Blorx1 for beta testing, hold admins Chaco and Discorum. This would be kind of difficult to type into an address bar because it's kind of volatile. I can't grab it to copy it directly, and if I'm trying to just type it in an address bar, then I'm going to have to be very careful not to click and start the hold. It would be better if that maybe was in a scroll or something. I guess you can always take the stairs if you want, but whatever. So, we have a stalwart over there who is going to close everything off if I do anything. What in the world? I guess we're going for some kind of chain reaction thing, because, like, if I were to place things like that, so I'm looking for places where I can place decoys which will cut the whole thing in some kind of weird chain reaction if I cut that very first part at the beginning. My best guess is just to make some arbitrary diagonal placements like this, and then test it out and see what happens. It's fine if the last decoy gets the stalwart's attention. It looks like I have enough to cover pretty much every diagonal placement possible, so maybe that's the idea. Oh wow, that's beautiful. It's just gonna require some cleanup. That's fine. I'll accept some cleanup for something that pretty. And it's honestly pretty straightforward. I would dread this a lot more if you didn't literally use every obvious spot in the solution. As it stands, pretty much every location you can place a decoy so that its sword is hitting tar but not currently cutting it is necessary. You could very well, I imagine, come up with a tar shape that requires only some of those possible places. This reminds me quite a lot of the puzzles that I've made where you're supposed to place decoys and then hit a switch token to make them all cut things at once. But it's a little different in concept, as it only involves tar. Okay, I don't know what is this mechanism over here. Let's just take a look. If I push this, what does that mechanism do? It kills the roaches, but oh boy. Alright, I'm supposed to somehow arrange this so that all 4 buttons are pressed, and then on the very next turn, all simultaneously, they're supposed to wake that eye by all holding down the buttons at once. Oh boy. So, I guess I should just try to make everybody stab the head exactly here. And then see what happens. Huh. This disarm token makes me concerned. But it's completely unnecessary. Okay. Oh, I see. We're going to do this more than once with different snake types. So the disarm token might be needed for one of these, for this other variation. Yeah. Now I want to see a room with this and a Hydra. Not really. I don't actually know if a room like this would work with a Hydra. Right, so... Okay, yeah. So, what we would do, if I have them in the right positions, I would get him to here, and then arm myself so that all the decoys stab him at once. So, I think I just want to place them like that, and then be disarmed. Oop, not like that. Just this way. And then disarm as I hit, after hitting the, no, not the button. Okay, now hit this, disarm immediately, and then rearm as soon as, is that simultaneous enough? It is not. That is. Okay. Sweet. Okay. So there's a lot of this room is a mirror of that room, but with a different element type going on here. So I notice this might be tougher because there's this spot in the very middle which can only have a decoy facing one way. But I'm just going to go for it and see what happens if I place people everywhere else possible. Maybe that will help determine what direction I should have a guy facing. I have 2 more decoys I can use. But there's only 1 more space that I can see to put them in. Maybe I just have more than I need, although I doubt it. How can I make that work? Okay, maybe I shouldn't be going for that corner, but a different one? Alright, maybe I should have a guy facing that way then. How can either... Oh, wait, I see. So I need one of the first ones I place to be different. So one guy should be doing this, and another guy should be doing that. Put one going this way, and then pretty much exactly the same for everyone else. I think that ought to do it. And do not try to start it there. Did that not work? Okay, dang it. I'm gonna start placing them with the mouse because this is a little bit of a pain. So I think my flaw is that this guy should be facing orthogonally and not diagonally. Hope. And maybe have more guys doing that. Maybe cut it here to begin with? No. Okay, don't do that. No? Oh. What did I do last time? How did I... whatever. I did something wrong with my configuration that made me conclude I needed the middle guy to be facing orthogonally. And I don't know what exactly I did. But that's fine. This should work, if I actually face the right direction. Yeah, there we go. This is astonishingly a lot less straightforward than the tar version. I guess mainly that not every possible space is used, and a couple of the possible spaces need to be... You have to decide which way to face instead of it being obvious which way to face. Oh boy, what is this? Okay, that's another simultaneity enforcer. I'm going to call it that because I am allowed to make up my own names for things. We have access to 8 mimics. I'm sure this isn't it. I guess I have to arrange something so that a bunch of mimics on the side stab the mimics on the inside. Ugh. Okay, how about this? We have a mirror and a bunch of two-sided things that need to be pushed. What I don't understand with this construction is why there need to be wubbas here. Is that just for aesthetic symmetry or what? I don't know. I don't really see how I could ever hope to push more than one of these more than like 2 of these at a time. Especially because of all these ortho squares. Weird. Well, both of these are pretty tough. I'm not really sure what to do with either of them. Okay, why have this entire array of force arrow tiles if I can't use any of them anyway? Yeah, I have no... I don't... I just don't see it. Like, yeah, I could probably kill all of the water skippers at the same time. Doing something like have everybody arranged the right way and then have them all stab. Have them all turn their swords, but that's not what's being asked. Instead, I'm supposed to do something that has me kill all the mimics at once, while only leaving behind a guy who's on the edge. That seems a lot less doable. Especially if I don't have access to these weird tiles out here that I thought might be important to the solution somehow. Yeah, I'm not sure how to do either of these rooms. I feel like there's some fundamental technique that I don't know that's required to understand for these to even start. Even though I've dealt with mimics quite a lot, I have no idea how to make these work. Like, to hit all of these buttons simultaneously, I would need to have a mimic stepping onto this one from the edge, a mimic stepping onto that one from the edge, and then I would have to magically teleport two mimics to both of these, both at the exact same time as doing that. And there's no way to do that. I mean, I can magically teleport one mimic onto a button, but not two. Would that even activate all of them? I'm not convinced that it would. I guess I can try that. Let me see if I remember my order correctly. Okay. Alright. Well, it doesn't help that I didn't know that that would activate more than one of them. Like, my expectation, if you asked me what happens in this situation, would be that doing that would only activate the northmost one, and not all of them at once. But okay, fine. I still have no idea about this one, though. I mean, it does, but there's an argument that it makes sense either way, and I would say it's probably more satisfying that it's able to hit all those buttons at once, because it makes for puzzles like this. It's just that if you were to ask me offhand, before seeing this room, what would happen in that situation, I would say, oh, of course, only the topmost button gets pressed. Yeah, that might be a good thing to point out somewhere. Alright, I still don't know what the heck with this room, but that's okay. I've seen 5 of the 6 of the first of the 6, and that's good. I want to try one more and then continue. Oh boy. I don't know. Slayin' Time by Red 13. Various ways to kill the Slayer. Every Slayer can be killed. Or I don't know if that should be every Slayer can be killed. Easy murdering. Simple ways to kill Slayers. Oh, I was hoping that would be an explanatory scroll, but okay, fine. I understand use a mimic. That's not hard to comprehend. And I'm guessing that that orb is a scripted orb that will go off if all the Slayers are gone. Simple enough to understand. I've got the mimic kind of wrong-handed right now. Maybe one of you guys could help me move my mimic to a better position, or I don't know. I guess it'd be okay if just one of the Slayers was in a better position, like that one. You lie down and stop breathing. Alright, let's just carry him around. There we go. Simple. So that was Mimic. Hang on. Looks like this will be Decoy. Except that I have to do a bunch of nonsense before I can get my decoys. Because, of course, it's pretty easy to put them on a decoy. I'm guessing that the graduation level of this hold is going to be just, here's a mimic, here's a slayer, here's a wall, now go kill him. But I guess that depends on when this hold was made and how intense the author wanted it to be. Yeah, lots of wisp. Oh, thank you, Mr. Slayer, I needed that cut. I feel like that's something someone could say if a slayer just barely managed to, like, slice their hair a little bit. But I'm not sure if a hook can actually do that. I mean, I guess it has to be some kind of bladed sharp hook anyway, right? Alright, I need to get you guys well away from those trapdoors, please. Oh, and thank you for killing the last tar. That was good. That was nice and helpful. Alright, now I can just dump a decoy on top of each of these dorks, and that will be that. Oops. It helps if I don't misaim my mouse. There we go. That guy was close, so he was trying to face his sword opposite me. Had to be careful with that. Oh, tunnels! Slayers are weird with tunnels, right? I forget exactly what it is. Like, they do something weird about turning their sword when you use a tunnel, or something. But more importantly, it should, in theory, be possible to lure a Slayer up next to a tunnel, and then exist my way onto my sword hitting him. Yeah, that was the best way to put that. I kind of think if that guy was by himself, I could probably chase him into a wall, but he's got a buddy right next to him, so I can't actually do that. It's just kind of... This is going to involve a lot more hurting than the first two rooms, I think. I'm surprised that we saw, like, 2 potions, but not the 3rd potion, the clone potion, coming after. Because that might be interesting. Utilizing a clone, which you can only immediately stab one guy with to kill the rest of them. Oh. There we go. 2 down. I'm sure we might see a clone room soon if this is if this hold was produced at a time when clones existed, at least. There's also methods that probably didn't exist at this time, like making him walk over spikes at an inconvenient time. Where's that guy gonna go? Okay, he'll be... I pushed south because I was thinking about my sword being south. Weird. Right, one of those guys is gonna be to the east or south. There we go. 2 left. These should be easier to manipulate into place. Okay, I guess I want to do... Right, just put you here. Yeah, that will put your path there. And I can just kill you. And you... yeah, I need you to be to the north of that tunnel, please. That's not going to put your fastest path where I need it to be. That's not quite, so I need you to move a little farther north for me, please. Thank you. That'll work. There we go. Next. Oh, good. This is simple enough, right? Put them all on a bridge and drop it out from under them. I just need to lure them properly, I guess. Ideally, I think it would be best if I could have them all kind of bunched up first. I guess I would like it if I could force their path to go across the bridge. So maybe I shouldn't have cut so much of it so soon. So I want... Oops. Right, I can cut one trapdoor. Then I want to bring them all to one side of the bridge. I like how they all kind of take turns with each other. And then go this way and cut that. Well, get their paths on that and then cut it. Yeah, maybe this is what I mean. Can I get around to that in time? Maybe. Right, I think this is strategically not the best, but it's good enough. Oh hey, and they don't even have to make their over-exaggerated death sound if they drop off a bridge. Oh no, Ormites. Whatever will we do? What does this button do? Okay, that opens the one spot. But for this room, I'm going to have to give him a nice long pathway to walk. Because Mr. Bodykill here is going to... How do I do that? I kind of need some way to interrupt his path, right? I want him to stop following it for a moment so that I can make it longer. Or I don't know. Maybe something like this will be okay. I just kind of need a really long path for him to follow. That, or I need to activate that weird behavior where he decides he wants to go push a button himself. But I'm not sure if that only applies to orbs or if it applies to pressure plates at all. Given that pressure plates originally didn't exist in the hold that he came from, that his AI was built for. Maybe this path is long enough. Just gonna give it a couple more passes around just to be sure. Alright, maybe this will do. Because if I move through this snaky path that's a little too long... Oh yeah, there was gel. So now it's just the return path that I need... Wait. Hold on. Why don't I just... I probably can't do that. Oh, can I restore to partway through something? Okay. I was thinking, why don't I just get on the button and let him kill himself by walking toward me? But he's not going to do that. He's going to keep away from my sword, right? So that's probably not going to work. It's fine. I can make a more efficient path this way. And then not worry about it. I mean, this is probably long enough, because all I need is to be able to exit this junk without him ramming his face into me. This is kind of tedious, yes. They could have maybe made this not as tedious and still gotten the point across. Yeah, I have plenty of time / space. Alright. Come along, Mr. Bojangles McGee. think I actually wanted to do that. Ta-da! Oh, okay. If it's not the original Journey to Rooted Hold killing. Medium murdering. We have a hot tile. Alright. We have a hot tile, I will emphasize. Just one. So first I want them in a bunch so they're not just all coming from different directions. Then I just need to kind of push or pull one into place or let him walk there himself like a dummy. Let's see. If I stand here, maybe... There we go. One down. Huh. They also don't make the really long Slayer death sound if they die to a hot tile. Were hot tiles in Rooted Hold, or are they... They're a TCB invention, right? I can never remember what's from what. There we go. Yeah, I think TCB even has a room or two of you need to kill this Slayer on a hot tile or something like that. I love how all I have to do is flick my sword a little bit, and he's like, oh no, I'm gonna turn my sword and get myself killed. He bakes. Or to put that a better way, I like how I just have to kind of make a little motion and he immediately just dies to the hot tile. Without me really doing anything to him. Oh yeah. Oh hey, it's this again. But different. Instead of being you need to do the thing with the stuff, it's you need to do the thing with the other stuff. That is an accurate and helpful description. Anyway, I just need him to be in the bomb and me to not be in the bomb when it goes off, so this should be good. Simple. Okay. Well, I think the goal is to obtain a speed potion. And this is going to require destroying a bunch of tar stuff. I imagine real experts are gonna maybe balk at doing all this work just to get a speed potion and just do the wall kill on these guys instead. Maybe. Because I have to kind of walk around a bit, make them bunch up, give myself enough time space to do this. Well, yeah, but I wanted to unlock the tokens first, and then cut the mud, and then use them. Something like that. Ready to take a ready die. It's funny when lines stack up over each other like that. Can I... Okay. I was a little concerned I couldn't get away from that guy, but he was not quite enough in my face to be a problem. So that's good. This guy might be, though. There we go. Thank you for helping me kill those mud babies. Should easily exit here. Alright, now just this mud. Oh, thank you, sir. I needed that mud destroyed. Yeah, that is weird. Wait, are you sure it starts with monsters? Oh, it starts with no monsters. Yeah, it's a shame there's no demos for these for any of these rooms that start with no monsters. Because I mean, you know, I think maybe it would have been better served with this, with the scripting activating a conquer token when the Slayers are dead, because then they would all be scoreable, right? Oh well. Check out that slow-mo death scream. It's like it was already in slow motion, and now it's even more so. Darn. Oh, this room has a brain. Maybe it's scoreable. What is this? We have a mud mother who's going to make a big old mud baby swarm and then close this off and open those. So this is just surviving some mud mother nonsense, some mud babies that are brained nonsense. So ideally I would like to get somewhere that is going to be a safe spot to hang out in and just keep the Slayer in a steady state while I do this. Alright, now the interesting part of the room, which is actually getting over there and pushing the thing. Or wait, did I want him to be in the box with me? Or something? I'm not sure. Did I want to hold him in here when that went off? Maybe. Let's go back about a tar cycle or so. So after I kill these, then I want to maybe lead his wisp path through here and hope for the best. Maybe a cycle before that. Alright, there. Let's try it this far back. Come on, dong, please. Right, he wasn't donging because I was too... okay. So I kind of want to make him dong as soon as, like right about, like a turn before the next spawn. Or no, I'm still 2 spawns off. What the heck? Okay, let's give this one more spin cycle here. And then do it at this point. Now I want him to be kind of stuck there when the next spawn happens, somehow. Yeah, his wisp is pretty far off, I just need to survive a little bit, and there we go, now he's stuck. Alright, now it's just a pure, basically Slayerless room about killing a mud mother that is brained, with a giant crowd of babies. Oh boy. Nor will they chase me over those force arrows. So I can sort of take advantage of that as well. Oops. Ah, that's bad. We can't do that way. How can we do this? That's gonna be too many of them. Should I try to clear more of them on the way in? Because I don't think that'll work. I could get this steady without any of them edging their way out, like that, I'd be fine. Why does one of them just manage to escape after this works for a while? One of them will come out even sooner if I do that. Maybe I should lure them out and then hit the trap door? I don't know. I have to stab some corner. Oh, there we go. That works a little bit better. This is still kind of a pain and problem. Okay, maybe... yeah, get a little bit more ahead of it. It'd be really helpful if I could kill them. If I could start stabbing at the blob from out here somewhere, but I don't want to get drawn out of the force arrows, if I can help it. It's fine as long as I'm cutting more mud, because as long as more mud is being cut, I'm making progress. I guess at some point there I could have gone a way around and yo, turn your sword. Turn your hook, whatever. Thank you, goodbye. Oop. Now that room has demo. Let's look at a demo for that room. From Disoriented. Disoriented immediately kills the mother. Why didn't I think of doing that? Okay. Dur. Also Dur twice? That is so much easier. Why did I think I needed the mother to push that button? Why did the architect think I needed that mother to push that button? Okay. Well, now this room is the real deal, because not only is this already set up, but we have a nice decoy blocking doors here. Yep. So my inclination is to try and get rid of some of this tar stuff so it won't be spawning. I mean, some of it's going to spawn no matter what, but less spawning is presumably a good thing. And I know those force arrows are going to keep the tar itself from reforming, thereby keeping the babies at a very manageable population. And hopefully this does not break anything about the room to do. Right, now I can drop all the trapdoors. I'm not cutting anything off in such a way that I won't be able to kill it, so that's fine. I almost forgot my goal here. I need these guys to get on this thing. So I just need to wait for them to go where I need them to go, I guess, while also dealing with tar babies. Right, need that guy to catch up. So this is going to be a little awkward to arrange, but I don't think that the tar babies would have helped, is all. Yo. I need you guys to stay in the middle here, please. Maybe... There we go. Alright, I just need them to hold still while I walk over to the trapdoor. Can they do that? Of course not. There we go. There's going to be some awkward tar growth if I'm not careful. I think I can fix that right there. This awkward blob I can fix. Just make it grow one more time. Maybe hold the sword this way. Because I think I need to go push that button, right? Actually, yeah. So now I can go in this way. I could not have gone in from the other side anyway, so that's fine. Now I just need to let those two... I think it's okay. They should be able to reach me on... Never mind. I don't even need to worry about them being unbrained. Small problem with where these guys are now, though. I'm gonna have to jiggle these stalwarts? I'm gonna have to jiggle these slayers a bit so they're not standing next to each other. Or, yeah, that's equally good. Anyway. Oop. Oh. Oh boy, what is this? So now I can't interact with that at all, except for to make it tar or mud so that it'll spawn a bunch of babies. Someone has to go push this button. Why don't I just ask the stalwart nicely to do that for me? Because I know that I can push the stalwart into a place that, if the swords are the right way, yeah, and it doesn't matter about the force arrow even. Well, he won't stay there, but... Did I say stalwart again? Well, this might have been a bad idea. Because he's not going to stay there. And I wonder what the plan really is. Well, okay. How is this supposed to work? Something has to push this button and let me over here. That thing probably could be the Slayer if I could get him to stand right here for me to hit that decoy on his face. But my impression is that it's supposed to be a gel baby somehow, or a tar baby or whatever the heck. In which case, how am I supposed to kill that? Even if I put the Slayer in here, I need like a gel baby to come in with him, to maybe block off the way or something. Alternatively, I could cut this up and have the Slayer standing here so I could kill him with the decoy. That's kind of the only two places he could go to die, apart from being right behind me inside this little bitty passage. Why does this open that? Probably just to get rid of an error. Get rid of the error coloring. Alright, so let's try... Kill that. Let a bunch of babies spawn one time. Make them gel babies. Hopefully lure one of them into there. Oh, okay, no. First, put the Slayer inside. Because I think I still want that. Yeah, thank you. Now you're not in the way anymore. Okay, second, cut this and try to convince something to go in there. I don't know, maybe I should let that grow actually, because I can always cut it afterward. Yeah, this way there will just be a mud baby inside of there. And then I can herd it and the Slayer inside after I make everything gel again. Well, okay, I can't... that needs to not be gel, though, to do that. Okay, my priority should be to push the guy and the baby inward, right? So don't make it gel. Go back before that. Just kill these dorks. Oh, come on. Alright. This room is just sort of weird. I'm still not completely sure that I'm doing at all the right thing here. I'm just sort of hoping that... didn't do that. Maybe I'd be better off with tar? I'm just not sure how this is meant to work. Like, I could... I could pin him in place with a gel baby, but if I do that, then I need to kind of have him kill the gel baby and then have a decoy kill him in that order while I'm standing way over here. And I'm not sure that's realistic to make work. I was trying to see if I could remember how to kill a Slayer against a wall, because this room would be relatively simple without the Slayer, I think. This room would also be relatively simple if I did not need to kill the Slayer, I think. But having both him present and the need to kill him is a bit much in its own way. gonna try this. Just gonna stand right here and try to fill that entire pipeline with babies. To heck with the whole room being covered in whatever tar stuff there is. And then go make it gel again so that they won't move around too much. And stop spawning. Alright, now... can I make this work? Probably not. Nope. There is no way that this can work. I don't understand this room. I don't know what this room wants me to do. Like, I don't... who is supposed to push this button? It can't be the Slayer, because if the Slayer's pushing this button, then there's no way for him to stay here without using up a bunch of babies, which are impossible to kill without letting him out. So that's not it. It can't be a tar or mud baby because I have no way to kill them if I'm using a decoy to kill the Slayer, unless the Slayer walks in after them to kill them, and then I'm in the same situation as before. I guess if I just need to kill the Slayer and leave, that's a really weird decision, though. Oh, this room does not record high scores. Okay, so what I'm supposed to do is flood that with babies, and then kill the Slayer with it. Put the Slayer in the middle of the tar stuff here, right here, where there's where there's a nice little 2x2 of not door. Excuse me, I was burping and trying to talk. Yeah, I need to have this nice little 2x2 of not door and put him in it so that a decoy can kill him and somehow make him stay there. I don't know how. It's just completely against my instincts to treat a room like I'm not supposed to kill everything in it. Every monster in it. Alright, I could probably just make it gel at this point and be fine. Well, not now, but... I'm hoping to carve a way into it as gel that will, allow me to trap the Slayer inside. And that way I won't have a massive crowd to deal with while I'm carving it to trap the Slayer with. There we go. Gel. No more giant spawns of annoyances. I just need to avoid being in that particular row for too long. Right, I think I can get away with just running through here a bit. If I could make him stop moving for a minute, that would work. So let's... yeah, I kind of need him to be close to me so that he will stop running around somewhere near here. Alright, there. No. If I were to completely flood it, I wouldn't have this problem. But that's a pain to arrange. I don't want to do it. I'd much rather this. Okay. What? Oh, goodness sakes. Fine. Guess I'll let it spawn another 6 times. Let's just completely fill the passage, because that's not the most tedious thing ever. At all. On the plus side, that horde is basically blocked off now. You can't reach me. Right there. That's as... There's one baby shy of being completely full. If I can't make it work with this, I'm going to be very annoyed. Kind of have to make 2 passes, and also now I've this giant blob is going to be really annoyingly in the way. How even do I make this work? I guess like that. But now I'm stuck. Alright, let's give this guy a longer path to walk, because I just want to open this up and leave, so that I can come back out that way in a minute. Then carve straight through here, go back through, do this. I can walk out this way now. Then make another pass through after making him stop, so he's not following me, just as Wisp is. I'm going to have to take a second to destroy these, so hopefully that won't... Oh. He's going to make a big deal of it. Come on, man. Could you not wake up every single gel baby along the way through this passage? Maybe if I have his sword facing the right way, he won't. And by sword, of course, I mean hook. And of course, I then have to turn my sword at an inconvenient time and place, which makes this not work. Alright, so I need to have him facing a diagonal direction that's like this way, but have me facing a diagonal direction that way, and not let him turn his sword the other diagonal. I guess if his sword was orthogonal, this would work, but I can't have that either, because he really favors making it diagonal. No, don't dong at me. Hold still for a second. No. Okay, let's... There. No. Stay straight. Don't turn your hook again after I'm done arranging it. Just, no, don't turn your hook. Hold it still. Stop turning it. Whatever, that's fine. That's good, that's a way that I can work with. I just need to reach the decoy potion before he leaves the area. There. Die forever. Goodbye. Have fun in a room full of gel being dead. Oh, hey, there's the clone potion. That's hilarious. He can't... Can he not walk over the clone potion? Oh, no, he can. Okay. I was wondering about that. Alright. We made the clone potion room really easy. Because we did. Hard murdering. Oh. Okay. I'm guessing this is going to be the level that ends with, yo, did you know you can use just walls to kill the guy? But I'm happy with my intermediate certification. Also, this is not the only Slayer killing hold. There's going to be maybe 2 more or 3 more, depending. Maybe 5 more. I don't know. So this is enough for today. Had a good time. These are both pretty good holds. No, these are all 3 really good, pretty good holds. Simon's Dungeon's an alright beginner hold, an alright first hold. Simplicity is a great first hold. I don't know if this is actually a first hold, but whatever. 6x6 is a pretty good hold, I just couldn't figure something out in it. Slaying Time is certainly an interesting thing from a time when we were very fascinated with that idea of killing Slayers. Thank you for watching. Did I say that already? Sorry. Anyway, should be back later. Should be back next Wednesday as usual. Okay. Farewell for now.